All right, guys, we're gonna be making applesauce today. So we need our 4 apples. I have Macintosh apples. If everyone can mute themselves while I give the presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask, okay? So for apples, I'm using Macintosh apples, but you can use whatever apple you prefer. Some brown sugar, cinnamon, and then we need utensils, a peeler and a knife, a bowl, a tablespoon, and a plate to cover our bowl, and a blender and a microwave. So I want to ask everyone a question. Does anyone know what the difference is between light brown sugar and dark brown sugar? Good question. I didn't know this either. That's why I know now is because I looked it up. But brown sugar, light brown sugar, has about 3.5% of molasses in it. And dark brown sugar has 6.5. So it's doubled the molasses. So they are interchangeable, but if you're using a recipe that, you know, calls for 2 cups of brown sugar and it calls for light and you use brown or dark, it's going to change it a little bit. But if you're using a recipe that only takes a tablespoon of brown sugar, you won't really notice much of a difference. So if you're looking for more of a robust flavor, you would want to use dark brown sugar. If you want more of a light flavor, you do light brown sugar. Little cool fact that I learned today that I wanted to share with everybody. So the first step is we're going to take our apples and we have to use our peeler and we're going to peel them. So I have a peeler here that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to go. You have a question, Andrew? Let me see here. Oh, you have a vegetable farm. That's awesome. That's so cool, Andrew. So what I'm gonna do is just peel my apple, go all the way around it with my peeler. And if you don't have a peeler, you can use a paring knife to do this, but for me, it's easier to use a peeler. Just going around. We're gonna try to get most of the peel off.
Is there a question?
So and we're gonna do this to all 4 of our apples.
Andrew says he has an apple peeler.
Oh, nice. You have an apple peeler. I have seen those before. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Those are pretty cool. You just stick it in and then you just go like this, right, Andrew? Go around and around and around. That's so cool. I love it.
We make a lot of applesauce, so.
Oh, nice. So I have my first peeled apple. Everyone's doing a great job. Now I'm just gonna keep going.
The process.
It is a long process. It's kind of fun. I think it's kind of relaxing to peel apple. You know what my goal always is try to do it in one without making the peel break apart. Try to keep it together. I always try. I'm not usually that successful. But I'm doing pretty good right now. See how it's all staying together? Let's see if I can get it. I'm almost there. Nope, I didn't get it. So I got pretty long, but something fun to do when you're peeling apples. I grew up having a sister, so an older sister. So it was always a competition who could peel the best apple, right? So I have this one done. I'm just gonna keep going. How's it coming, Natalia?
Good.
Good. Do you have your apples peeled already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, you can go ahead and you can cut yours into 4 quarters and chop it up.
Okay.
If you know, do you know how to do all that by yourself?
Yeah.
Awesome. So take the core out and then chop it up into all of yours up. So we want a chopped apple. Good job, Michael. You're doing great. Good job, Hannah and Melissa. Rachel, you're doing awesome. So are you, Natalia. And if you don't get all the peel off, I mean, it's okay. You don't. It doesn't have to be perfect, but. Now I'm on my last one. You might hear a lot of banging at my house. They're putting a new shingle roof on today at my house. Very loud. Good job, guys. Okay, I have my 4 apples peeled. I'm going to get rid of these peelings. Good job. So after we get them all peeled, I'm going to lower my camera. So if anyone has a question, just please feel free to unmute. So this is how I do my apples. I cut them into quarters. And then like this. And then I just take the core out. So I go very gentle. Take the core out. Good job, guys. I want to make sure to get all the hard pieces out in the middle there. Now I'm going to do that on all 4 of my apples. Cut them into quarters. Good job. Who likes to make apple pie?
Ooh, yum.
This reminds me of making apple pie. Mm. Getting all the apples ready. You guys are doing awesome. And now we want to, after we cut them all in quarters, we want to chop them up. So we want to cut them maybe in half, just to make them so they're smaller chunks so we can cook them in the microwave. Does anyone know the trick of how to not get your apples to turn brown?
A little bit of sugar or salt.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Yeah, so if you just sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice on them, it makes them so they don't turn brown. Like in your lunch when you're, you know, when I was a kid, I used to get an apple that was peeled. And by the time I went to go eat it, it would like be all brown. My Nana always would sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice on it and it prevents it from turning brown. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my slices here. Andrew, do you have a question? Oh, your peeler takes the core right out. That is convenient. I need to invest myself in one of those. So what I'm going to do is take one of my quarter slices here, and I'm just going to cut it up into chunks. And like I said, it's kind of just like if you were cooking mashed potatoes, the smaller you make your chunks, the easier it will cook in the microwave. And then I'm just going to put those in my bowl. And I'm going to do that with all of my apples. Andrew, does yours cut your apple too? Or you just have to pull it off? It cuts it? Wow, that is a nifty machine. Just cutting all my apples up. How I always compare it is if you guys like home fries, you want them to make them about the size of a home fry.
It's called apple fries, right?
Yes, exactly, Natalia. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and put these in my bowl. You're gonna have to make sure you get a bowl that's big enough to hold all of your apples. Everyone, oh, Michael, you're doing awesome. Great job. Good job, Rachel. Good job, Hannah and Alyssa. Good job, Andrew. Are you doing apples or are you watching today, Andrew? Watching? Yes. Awesome. You make applesauce a lot, don't you? Yeah. That's really cool. I love applesauce.
I love apples.
You do? What's your favorite kind of apple, Natalia?
I like all different kinds.
You like all different kinds?
Yeah.
Okay, I have all of my apples cut up, chopped up, I should say. I'm gonna put it in my bowl. Four apples makes quite a bit
Yeah.
because I have a bowl here and it's pretty much full.
My bowl is not that full yet. I'm
You're
still cutting.
doing a great job. So we're gonna wait for everyone to have all of their apples complete. And then after everyone gets their apples complete, this is the time that we're gonna put it in the microwave. Good job, Michael. Looks like yours are, ooh, you snuck an apple piece. Yummy. Rachel, are you all done cutting? Yes or no? Thumbs up if yes. Okay, awesome. Hannah, Alyssa, are you done cutting?
I'm still cutting.
Still cutting, no problem. Take your time. It's very important to take your time using a knife. So for the people that are, well, majority of people aren't done yet, so we'll go ahead and wait. So this is the time we want to put all of our apples in the bowl when we're done. And it's important to have a plate or a lid that you can put on your bowl so you can put it in the microwave because we want to cover your bowl.
Like how
And-
many minutes in the microwave?
So we're gonna start and we're gonna put in for 4 minutes. Be very
Okay.
careful when you grab your bowl out. We're gonna let it cook for 4 minutes with it covered with a plate or a lid. And then we want our apples to be soft. So when we check it after 4 minutes, if they're not soft, because everyone's using different apples, so they're gonna take a different amount of time. We just would want to increase it by 20 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and put mine in for 4 minutes. If you don't have a microwave, Andrew, that's a great question. So what you'd want to do is cook it on the stove top, and you would do the same thing. You'd cook it until it was, the apples were soft. Right on like in a saucepan, you just want to cook it until they're soft. So make sure that your bowl is covered with a lid or a plate that can go in the microwave. And we're gonna start for 4 minutes. Doing a great job, Natalia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see all your hats there, Andrew. Mm-hmm.
Carmen,
Yes,
what do you think of burger or pizza?
Burger.
a burger or pizza?
Burger.
I love pizza.
No burger.
But my daughter, I would have to say, she would choose a burger every day. But you know what my favorite kind of pizza is pepperoni and jalapeno.
Pizza.
Burger.
Pizza. Pizza.
Burger.
So we're cooking our apples for 4 minutes in the microwave.
Okay.
And everyone's apples might take a little bit different amount of time because I know that Hannah and Alyssa use Red Delicious apples and I used Macintosh, which are softer, but Red Delicious are firm apples, so they might take a little bit longer in the microwave. Do you put a lid on yours, Natalia?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. And when we take them out, make sure you're very careful because the bowl is going to be very hot. So we grab it, be careful. We want to take a fork and we want to be able to put it through the apple where it's soft. If you have one, that's right. Mm. Mm.
Carmen, do you think I'm a jockey?
So I think what?
That I am a jockey?
Yes.
A chalky?
Jockey.
Gotcha.
A turkey?
Yeah.
Of course.
Alyssa says I'm a jockey.
She's just excited that she's graduating soon, huh?
Yes.
She has some pep in her step.
Most definitely.
She has it all over the place. I guess she wants pizza for her graduation party.
I think she wants burgers.
Yeah. Maybe mash them together with pizza and
My burger.
So I'm gonna check my apples. They're definitely, mine are cooked after 4 minutes. So they're still, they're holding their shape still, but I took my knife and I'm able to poke right through it.
I'm still on cooking still.
Yep, no problem. Take your time. Wait until everyone is at that stage. How's it coming, Michael?
We need some more time to get it really soft. You want it very soft.
Yep. So mine are pretty soft. I mean, they're holding their shape, but if I was to pick it up and push it, it would be nothing. And I know that the recipe calls for a food processor, but we can use a blender as well. You just might need to get a spatula and push it down because if it gets pushed on the sides, you're just gonna push it back down. A food processor is shorter, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we have a bowl that's really big that we couldn't fit in the microwave, so we put two individual bowls in the microwave at the same time.
Nice. My apples smell so good already. And they don't even have anything on them. They're just cooked apples. The steam is blowing up in my face. How's yours coming, Natalia?
Good, still cooking.
Okay,
It's in seconds now right now.
awesome.
So I had to poke it with a fork.
Yep, and just make them soft. If they're soft, then they're cooked. Because what we're gonna do is put it in a blender and then we're gonna blend it up.
I have a blender.
Awesome. How's it coming, Rachel? Oh, that's Barbara. Hi, Barbara. You're muted. I can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
You're stuck with
Hey.
me. Laying on the couch.
There
She
you
has
are.
vertigo.
Can you say it again?
She has vertigo, so she's laying on the couch.
Okay. Well, tell her I'm
So I'll
thinking.
just-
of her.
Finish it.
Awesome.
Oh, it came out.
Is it
I
okay?
can
How's it
see
looking?
me. Let's
Okay.
see here.
Can you put your fork right through a apple?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Awesome. That looks great. See, if you pick it up, it kind of looks like a pineapple a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna take our blender. I'm gonna waiting for Michael to see how's his coming along.
What works better, a blender or a food processor?
A food processor probably would work better,
Okay,
but a lot of people don't have food processors, so a blender will work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our apples and we're gonna put them in our blender, being very careful because the bowl is hot,
Yeah, my bowl was hot too.
very hot.
If I could do it.
Mhm.
Ooh, there's some juice coming out too.
Yes, you want to add that juice too.
I'm making a mess.
Being very careful because it's hot. Yeah, it's very hot.
I just use a spoon to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a great idea. You can spoon it in so that way the bowl, your bowl is probably hotter than mine because it
Yeah.
just came out. And then once you get all of the apples out, put that juice right in that blender too, okay?
Yeah.
Hannah, Alyssa, are your apples done? Yes? Okay.
Not completely.
Not completely?
We are putting them in the blender now.
Some of them that are.
Some of them.
Okay.
To make room in our bowl, because
Mm.
our bowl is not the best bowl for microwaving.
Yeah, I will comment that.
So after this, once we get our apples in, and I will help you when you guys, okay? I'll go back and help you.
Okay.
You want to get 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You can use
Okay.
light or dark. I'm gonna use dark brown sugar because I love molasses. So that's why I use dark brown because it has more molasses in it. But it's all up to you. And 1 tablespoon.
I'm making-
And really the brown sugar is about preference. So if you, after we blend this up, if it's not sweet enough, you could always add a little more brown sugar, but you want to taste it before you add anything more. And then we want a pinch of cinnamon. This is an extra. If you don't have cinnamon, you don't have to use it, but I just put a dash of cinnamon. So I just gotta go like this and put a little bit of a dash. I love cinnamon too. And then we're gonna put this on puree, and we're gonna blend it right up.
Okay, I did it.
Awesome. So we're gonna put our blender in and we're gonna blend it. And this is all about your preference. So if you like your applesauce a little chunky, you don't want to blend it as much. If you like it super smooth and consistent texture, you want to keep blending until you get the texture that you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself so everyone doesn't have to hear. All right. Mine is pretty smooth. If you look at it, I'm gonna put it in my bowl. Can you give me a spoon, please? No. And be careful because it's gonna be warm still. I'm gonna spoon out all of my applesauce. Now, if you look, this is the consistency of my applesauce. It looks just like applesauce. Look at yours, Michael. Ooh, yummy. So now I have some granola here. So I'm gonna add some granola to my applesauce. This is totally an optional thing. If you don't have it, then you don't have to add it. I'm just gonna put a little bit in. And if you like your applesauce to be chilled, you can always put it in the freezer for a couple minutes to chill it off, but it's kind of like a little treat when it's warm, I think. Barbara, that looks great. Mm. And the cool thing about this is that you can make it for the week and you can make a big batch and put it in the refrigerator in an airtight container and it can last up to 5 days. So you could make your own applesauce for the whole entire week. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try it. It is good. Now, if you try it and it's a little tart still, what you could do is add a little bit more sugar to it and mix it in.
It's very good.
It is.
That good?
Yeah.
Want more? Want some?
Sure.
You always have such good recipes, quick and easy.
Yes, and this is great. I think it's awesome. How is it, Michael?
It's going on Hannah's computer.
Do that.
It wouldn't have been on purpose.
I sure were.
She's trying to show, yeah, no, it's exactly what. we're
You
doing.
gonna show? You want to show me yours? Can I see it?
Careful not to tip it too much, okay?
Ooh, look at that. That looks great.
Yep.
And so, like I said, if you want to put it in the fridge, if you want it to be cold, but I think it when it's warm, it almost tastes like a little dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, do you like it?
He does. That's good.
Awesome. Andrew, I can't wait until you make it. I know that you make applesauce a lot, but you could do this and try this way.
Yeah.
How is it, Barb? Oh, you're muted again.
I'm going to let it cool before Rachel tries it.
Awesome. Next week, she can let us know how it was. Natalia, how's yours?
I didn't try it yet. I'm still taking it out from the blender.
It looks good though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This tastes better than even buying it from the store, I think. And the
Yeah.
best part is that you know everything that you put in it because you did it all by yourself.
All right, there. Now I'm going to try it.
Awesome. Ooh, look at that. That looks great.
Wow, it's good.
It is awesome. So the longest part of this recipe is actually peeling the apples and cutting them up. And everything else is super easy. You just put it in the microwave and then blend it on up. And you could even make this for like, if you're having a family dinner and then something that you want to bring to your family dinner all by yourself, you could totally cut the apples and peel them and then make this yourself and bring your own dish of applesauce.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good job, Raven.
And you know, this would be really good with pork chops.
Oh, that's good too.
Yes. So if your family was having a pork chop dinner, making your own applesauce would be the best.
Yeah.
No, have you had it before?
I've never had applesauce this way before. So,
It's really quick.
yeah, it is. I was surprised. I made it last night just to check it out, and I was like, "Whew,
Yeah.
how's it gonna work with the blender?" But it definitely works with a blender. And it's really cool because some people like chunky applesauce, right? And it's hard to find chunky applesauce in the store. There's not many stores that sell the chunky. So if you like it chunky, then you can always make this and blend it less and it will be chunky. Which could make a good, if you're making like an apple strudel, you can
Yeah.
make it as a filling and then bake it into your strudel.
Maybe we could make a homemade key lime pie.
Ooh. Those are good. Mm. All right, guys. I had so much fun today.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
I hope-
Carmen.
you're welcome. I hope to see you all next week at Cooking Club. Next week, we're going to be doing strawberry salad.
Amazing.
So,
Is today the last week?
no, we have two
Next
more
week.
weeks. No, we have next week, and then we have one more after that.
Okay.
So we have two more after this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I had a fun time with you today, and if you guys make this again, make sure you let me know and let me know how your family likes it.
Okay.
We will.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you very much. We had fun.
Thank you.
Have a great
Bye.
day. See
Bye.
you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.